Good evening, everybody. Welcome, one and all, to Scotch and Smoke Rings. Good to have you on the program today. Got a good show for you. We'll be picking up where we left off with Choo-Choo Charles during my charity live streams. That's right, we completed the Callisto Protocol last week, and it was fun. We defeated the boss, we got the ending, and, instead of diving right into a really long game that would take several weeks to defeat or to complete, since Dead Space is the remastered version of Dead Space is coming to the PC soon, I figured we'd try something a little lighthearted, something a little goofy, something that won't take us a great deal of time, and that's to continue with Choo-Choo Charles. If you recall, during my charity live streams during the month of December, we started Choo-Choo Charles. We did I think we played it twice during two different live streams. Anyway, we got pretty far into it. So if you're watching for the first time, you might be a little lost. We're going to be picking right up where we left off, which is about halfway through the game. So you'll want to watch my charity live streams to see where we were. Otherwise, the way this show works is I have a Q&A for about an hour at the beginning of the program, and then we dive into the game. So if you're just here for the gameplay, skip ahead about an hour if you're watching the video on demand, and you can join us there. But for the rest of you, it's good to have you on the program today. Good to see everybody on Facebook. Roman, Matthew, Jessica, Toby, and of course, great to see all of the regulars and the members and the Patreon supporters on YouTube today. Julian Z, Weird Beard, Ian Chamberlain, Tilly, Alt Grendel, Jake Wood, Lane Berry, Changed One, Laura, No Name, Brandon Beltfed, El Rondorio, Hellcat, Urobrr, and Adrian Parker with the first super chat of the day. Says, hey Ox, hope the day went well. What was your initial thought about this game? Loved last week's lore video. Cheers to you, good sir. My initial thoughts about the game, well, so it's clearly an indie game. Just clearly an indie game. Walking into this, I don't think anybody is playing a game called Choo-Choo Charles expecting it to be a beautiful, polished, AAA studio game. And it's not. That said, I've never played a game with a train spider clown creature antagonist before. It's never happened. So that's unique. The ability to upgrade the train is fun. Being locked to that track is interesting. Having the side quests that you can pick up along the way, great. It's if you don't go in expecting much, it's hard to be disappointed. It's got very positive reviews on Steam, I think for that reason exactly. It's fun. It's kind of lighthearted, silly comedy horror fun. And that's kind of what I'm in the mood for right now. So I think we're going to have a good time. Let's see. Where were we? Lucky Babcack says, hey, Ox, I can't stay, but super excited for the game. Well, Lucky, sorry you can't stay, but the replay will be live when the broadcast is over. Matthew Ryan on Facebook says, please have a drink for us as we shall never be able to send any more stars over here on Facebook ever again. Yeah, it's beginning to look that way. I did a little bit of an update yesterday. I've been trying to reach out to Facebook. They have ignored me, every single email I've sent them. And yet I've got no indicators in my dashboard as to why they turned stars off, because it says stars are enabled, and I just unlocked the ability to get subscribers on Facebook as well. So you can subscribe, you just can't give me stars for some reason. It's bizarre, and I don't understand it. But thank you very much anyway, Matthew. Toby says, I know that Bethesda didn't want Fallout to be a car game, but I always wondered why there isn't more vehicle lore in Fallout. Like, why is nobody trying to revive the use of vehicles? That's a good question, and, I think it has a lot to do with the fossil fuel wars, which is the entire reason there was an apocalypse to begin with. According to Fallout lore, they had exhausted all of the major last resource nodes of fossil fuels on the planet. So traditionally powered vehicles wouldn't work. which is why most of America's vehicles were nuclear powered. And, I think the reason many of the vehicles simply don't work in the Fallout universe is because of time. It's, 150 to 200 years after the apocalypse by the time we find many of these cars, and the tires have since rotted away. The chassis have since rusted away. I mean, it's difficult to find an intact car. The only one we actually find that we can use is the Highwayman in Fallout 2. Finding car mechanics. It's probably hard to find someone who can repair a car in the Fallout universe. So yeah, but of course it works in the Mad Max universe, and the Mad Max universe has many of the same limitations. So it's just the creative direction. I think from a story perspective, they wanted you to smell the roses. They wanted you to explore all of the little locations, and when you're in a car, you're going to drive by them too quickly. And so from a gameplay practical perspective, I think that's one of the reasons why you're walking around all the time. Anthony on YouTube says, how do you make an egg roll? Just give it a little push. That's how you make an egg roll. Thank you, Anthony. Beth says, Devil and Me Part 2 at 2 hours and 14 minutes and 10 seconds. You agreed to look into a body pillow emote merch. Now that the holidays are past, will you follow up Ox? Also, please play Tiny Tina's Wonderland and Hogwarts Legacy. Okay. I agreed to look into body pillow emote merch. Oh, I looked into it. Yeah. I decided against it, but I looked into it just as I promised. So there you go. I hope you're satisfied. As for Tiny Tina's Wonderland, I actually was trying to decide between the game that I chose to play yesterday, which is called Evil West, and Tiny Tina's Wonderland. And I'm not interested in Tiny Tina's Wonderland. It's quite possible that I'm completely overlooking an absolute gem of a game. But I watched the trailers, and it just didn't interest me. It sounded like it was way too meta. Like there was this Tiny Tina who's a dungeon master type character who's creating a universe with her characters that she's moving around, and you play as the characters, and then there's all this comedy, and it just didn't seem like my kind of game. But I haven't played it, so maybe I should just give it a chance. As for Hogwarts Legacy, I don't know, it's not out yet. I'm not really a big fan of the Harry Potter franchise. But the previews I watched looked interesting, so maybe I'll check it out later. Friendly Channel says, have a good stream, Ox. Thank you very much, Friendly Channel. Alt Grendel says, I said to the lady at the deli, I'd like to buy a corned beef and pastrami with a pickle. She said, I'm sorry, sir. We only take credit or cash. I see, because you wanted it with a pickle, and she mistook you for wanting to pay for it with a pickle. Gotcha. Love it, Alt Grendel. Thank you so much. Greg says, hi. Hi there, Greg. So good to see you, my friend. And The Easy Life says, hey, Ox, celebrating my 27th birthday today. Got the day off work, watched the premiere of that 90s show, and get to finish it off with a Scotch and smoke rings. Cheers. Congratulations, The Easy Life, on turning 27. The 90s show, are they rebooting that 70s show in that 90s version? Interesting. That's bizarre, having been raised in the 90s. Am I really to the point where they're making television shows about the decade that I grew up in? Oh, that'll be weird. Does it have the same cast? I'll have to check it out. It sounds kind of interesting. Matthew on Facebook says, Tiny Tina, you would need to play Borderlands to understand a little bit more about her and why her character is so messed up. I see. So is it a game that I need to play after the Borderlands franchise? Okay, thank you, Matthew. Yeah, I still haven't played the Borderlands games. Not sure if I will. Not terribly fond of the art style, but maybe it's something I'll pursue in the future. No Name says, why are so many blonde jokes one-liners? So brunettes can remember them. Oh, hair color denotes IQ. Thank you for that one, No Name. Cheers. Timberjack says 4 months a member, 4 years a lurker. Love ya, Ox. Thank you, Timberjack. Love you too, my friend. Trevor Robb says, cheers, Ox. Hope you and yours are well. Just restarted playing Red Dead Redemption 2, and it's just as amazing as the last time I picked it up. A true classic. Take care. Thank you. It is, one of the best games I've ever played for a variety of reasons that are all hard to elaborate now for lack of time. Father Mazgus says, Ox, do you have a favorite movie? I don't, really. I enjoy movies. I am inspired by movies. I can appreciate movies, but I've never been like a movie guy, where I've got the posters of movies on my wall and I can repeat lines from movies. Like, I've never been that kind of guy. I can't just sit down and watch a movie. It's really hard for me to watch movies in my house, like on Netflix or something. If I ever watch a TV show or something, it's going to be like background ambience, maybe while I'm editing or while I'm playing a video game or doing something else. But to sit down and actually focus on a movie in my home is very difficult. So going to the theater, I'm okay, but movies at home, I can't do. So I don't watch a lot of movies for lack of time and lack of interest. Yeah. So I don't really have a favorite movie. I enjoyed the Lord of the Rings movies a long time ago, back when I watched them. Mainly that's because I liked books. Ashbot says, don't spell part backwards. It's a trap. That it is, Ashbot. Thank you for that one. Pavel says, hi, Ox. Want to ask, will you ever return to a narrative-driven game? Or did Disco Elysium experience effectively put you off to such games for good? So, I enjoyed Disco Elysium tremendously. I thought it was a wonderful game, which is why I covered it on my channel. I won't be playing a game like Disco Elysium on my channel in the form of a live stream again, mainly because Disco Elysium wasn't voiced when I played it. They have since added voice acting, but at the time when I played it, every single line of dialogue was unvoiced, and I didn't know that going into it, so I had a lot of speaking to do for a straight 4-hour period of time. And it was a role-playing game with very little action, so it was just talking all the time. That said, I'm not completely put off to the idea of playing a role-playing game with a lot of dialogue and a lot of character choice. But the games that I play where there is action and that are more new tend to do better on YouTube. And this is my business, not my hobby. It used to be my hobby, but I turned my hobby into my business. So now I need to approach it as a business that I still really enjoy. No Name says, the kid who started a business trying shoelaces, or the kid who started a business tying shoelaces on the playground, it was a not-for-profit. Oh, a not-for-profit. That's clever. No Name. K-N-O-T. Not-for-profit. Julian Z says, hi, Ox. So good to see you on this Scotch and Smoke Rings. Hope you're well. Can't wait for more Choo-Choo Charles. I always wondered why we say AAA game. Is there such a thing as a AA or a single A game? I suppose there should be, right? There must be if we've got AAA games. But I can't think of one. Huh. I wonder if there are clearly detailed rules for what is a AAA game and what is a AA game or a single A game, much in the way that they have got 4, 3, and 2-star hotels. I'll have to look that up afterwards. Vince M says, evening, Ox, throwing some money your way. Out of all the Fallout games you have played, what is your favorite Easter egg? Cheers. My favorite Easter egg? Favorite Easter egg? I can't even think of any right now. Well, I guess when I was playing Fallout New Vegas and I stepped out of, I was doing the Fang Dang Atomic Disco, the Fisto quest line, and after I was doing the Walk of Shame, after having been had a wonderful night with Fisto. I stepped outside the back door, and then 3 grannies with bowling pins attacked me, which was, of course, a reference to a Monty Python sketch. And I realized it at the time, and I thought that was an interesting Easter egg. But that's really the only one. That was with the Wild Wasteland Park. That's the only one that comes to mind right now. Daddy of One became a gold ox. Thank you very much, Daddy of One. The Easy Life says it's a sequel series to that 70s show on Netflix. Yeah, I watched a few episodes of that 70s show years and years ago, and I moderately liked that television show. So it'll be interesting to see how that 90s show goes. I mean, really the only interest I have in a show called that 90s show is the fact that I was raised in the 90s. That's where I spent my childhood. So that's really the only thing that's got me interested. I'll have to look it up. Julian Z says, also, Ox, have you ever had an RGB keyboard? I have a Steel series, and sometimes when I turn on my PC, the keyboard lights flicker and can only be fixed by un/replugging it. Any ideas on how to fix this? I do have an RGB keyboard. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a backlit keyboard. It's got some glowy things in the back there. But I've never had the same problem that you have. I can actually control the RGB with a little applet on my desktop computer. And, if the lights ever stop working, I just pop that up and, fiddle with some settings. So, yeah, it differs from keyboard to keyboard, and I'd have to know what kind of keyboard yours is to be able to diagnose something like that. But if I had to guess, it probably has little to do with your keyboard and more to do with whatever software on your computer is controlling or programming the RGB element behind it. Brandon Belfed says, why did the iceberg want to become a lawyer? To fight for justice. It's an iceberg. To fight for justice. Oh, dear God. Right, we're smoking and drinking today. Today I am smoking an Inferno 3 degrees. Lovely. I'm drinking Lafroig. 10-year-old Lafroig, boy, that's peaty. And, of course, washing that down with a little rum and coke. Refreshing. Just ice. Toxic Sean says, hi, Oxhorn. I hope you and the fam are well. Looking forward to this stream. Thanks for being a YouTube classic super duper bloke. Is that what I am? A YouTube classic super duper bloke. Well, all right. I shall wear that mantle with pride. Thank you very much, Toxic Sean. Pleased to meet you with a very generous super chat. Says, hey, Ox, can't stay tonight. Our company has been all hands on deck due to some upgrades and other bits. Enjoy your live streams and enjoy the community. Y'all stay safe now. Thank you. Pleased to meet you. Very generous of you. Said you can't stay for the whole program, but I'm glad you stopped by, and good luck with the all hands being called at work today. Toxic Sean says, I brought a Steam Deck. Such a cool gadget. A Stream Deck or a Steam Deck? I've got a Stream Deck that I use for my broadcasting. I never purchased a Steam Deck. Beth says, well, I'm excited for Choo-Choo Charles. Much love. Thank you, Beth. I'm also excited to get back into Choo-Choo Charles. Hope you guys enjoy it. Trevor Robb says, regarding your Fallout 4 Institute series, it's amazing. And as someone who sided with the Minutemen / the Brotherhood of Steel, it's making me somewhat sympathize with their cause. Don't get me started. I'm working on I lambasted the Institute in my recent lore video, the one that I'm going to be publishing Saturday, to the point where I had to go back into it and edit it a little bit so it didn't come across as too biased. But I don't sympathize with the Institute. I understand the Institute. I sympathize with some of the people who work in the Institute. I recognize their humanity, and I'm happy to treat them as people, right? But the Institute as an organization as a whole is abominable, and there is nothing worthwhile or worthy about it. Even their cause to redefine mankind, to save mankind by destroying mankind and reinventing mankind in a synth body based on human DNA, it's mind-bogglingly stupid, right? It doesn't make any sense. Like, why? Why? What's the benefit to the world to do something like that? The Institute has already demonstrated that even the synth body can be corrupted if the mind is corruptible, which it is. The Railroad can put a new mind in a synth body, and that new mind can become a Raider synth, right? Why is the world going to be a better place if all the humans die and they're replaced by synths who could be just as bad as the humans were? Right? They don't make a lick of sense. That said, there are many people in the Institute who are just normal, everyday people wanting to continue with their research, and they're either unaware of the atrocities that the Institute has done in the past and is continuing to do, or oblivious to what's really going on out there. What I've discovered, is that a lot of the things that are really awful that the Institute does or has done have been done by a lot of people in the past in the Institute's history, and few people who run the Institute now actually know about them. I would say people who know about what's actually going on topside is Father Clayton Holdren in bioscience, Justin Io, of course, and maybe Allie Fillmore. So there's just a handful of scientists in the Institute who really know the full extent to the atrocities that the Institute has committed. So on a personal level, there are some good people at the Institute, but on an organizational level, it's irredeemable, in my opinion. But yeah, I've got much more to say on that, which we'll talk about in my next video. Daddy of One says, I've been having a lot of laughs watching your Outer Worlds stream. That's great. I had such a great time playing Outer Worlds. Make sure you watch all of the DLCs to Outer Worlds as well. Pavel says, I've joined your channel for your voice, comments, and reasoning. Now you keep choosing combat-oriented games and tend to be completely silent during fighting scenes, which makes them so boring. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're here. Alt Grendel says, oh my goodness, clean your keyboard. I know. Well, I mean, I cleaned it not that long ago. And it got dirty really quickly. And that's the problem. It's the keycaps, really. And it's the cigar ash. Because I smoke my cigar, and then the ash will drop into my keyboard and, get it dirty. But what I really need to do is clean my keycaps again, because they're the ones that are really dirty. I need to do that like once every month or so. But it's been a couple of months since I've done it recently. Metalhead Madman says, knock knock. Who's there? No one. There's a bag of burning poop on the porch. I'm trying to envision this as a joke. I see. So it's a prank, really. It's a knock knock joke of a prank that used to be done more routinely in suburban American life, I think. Putting burning bags of poop on people's doors. Nasty. All right. Well, thank you for that one, Metalhead Madman. Phil says, 3/3/23, Last of Us coming to PC. I'm excited. Much love. That's great, Phil. I can't wait as well. When it comes out to the PC, I'll probably be tackling it. I have yet to play The Last of Us, but it's something I'm really considering. Greg gifted 5 Oxhorn memberships to the community. Thank you so much, Greg, and congratulations to IMG Snap, Phil, the Mad Wizard, Keith Michael, and John Morgan. Thank you very much, Greg, and congratulations to everyone who got an Oxhorn membership. Toxic Sean says, I was referring to Steam Deck handheld by Valve. Oh, right. It's like a console? Kind of. I'm vaguely familiar with it. I think I've seen people talk about it online, but I don't have one myself. Julian Z says, Ox, you're not going to watch the new Last of Us series before playing the game, right? It would spoil so much for you. Hope you decide to hold off. Well, that's the benefit of working as much as I do. I don't really have a lot of time to watch new releases. So, no, I have not watched the Last of Us series, and I probably won't until after I play the game. Kind of like with The Witcher. Like, I didn't watch any of The Witcher until I had played The Witcher 3. Hat on the Cat says, finished watching your Callisto Protocol streams. Why is it always that the next evolution of humans is always some disgusting monstrosity? Yeah, with Callisto Protocol, it doesn't make any sense. There's, there was this cult that we learned about in the lore of Callisto Protocol that was making these weird claims about, the future of humanity. In Fallout 4, it's a bit different because humanity's future really is a perfected human-like body. The problem is that even though it's, muscular and immune to disease and all of that, it still suffers from all of the same things that regular humans do, including greed and vanity and pride and, it's not solving the real problem of humanity. Humanity's real problem isn't that we have corruptible bodies, it's that we have corruptible souls, corruptible minds, right? And the Institute's synth body doesn't do anything to address that, which is the problem. But Callisto Protocol, yeah, the next evolution of humanity was just disgusting and weird. Strong, sure, but combat isn't necessary all the time. Definitely not necessary to just live on a planet. So yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Hopefully they'll elaborate on that later. Trevor Robb says, I think that's the thing. I didn't fully explore the Institute like you did and wasn't aware of the lore. Plenty of smart minds in need of a mutiny. Yeah, I think if more people in the Institute really understood what had been going on, there would be more sympathy towards the synths and perhaps more people speaking out against Father. There are certainly people speaking out against Father, right? Madison Lee is frustrated with Father. Many people in her department are frustrated with him. It's just everyone's too afraid because he wields too much power. They keep on talking about a directorate, but the directorate has very little power. It's the director who has all the power, which is a problem. Rachel says, what about your own Oxhorn Easter egg in 76? It was cute, but it, you mean the taxidermy terminal? Yeah. That was fun. That was a really nice little Easter egg for them to include. I was very grateful to that. Kenna Basir says, did you hear about the guy who invented the knock-knock joke? He won the Nobel Prize. Because you don't need a bell to knock. I love it. No Name says, what do you call Santa's helpers? Subordinate clauses. That's great. Love it, No Name. Subordinate clauses, Santa's helpers. Brian Isaacs says, you need to play Warhammer 40k Eisenhorn Xenos on stream. Well, I have to say, that's the first time that one has been recommended to me. I'll have to look this up. All right, there it is. Yeah, I'll look that up later. Rachel says, why don't vultures pay excess baggage fees? They only fly with carrion. Vultures. They only fly with carrion? Carrion. Nice. That's a good one. Haven't heard that one in a while. Greg Euler says, dog number 1. You want to hear a terrible joke? Dog number 2. Okay. Dog number 1. Knock, knock. Dog number 2. Bark, 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 bark. Because that's what dogs do when someone knocks at the door. That is a terrible joke. Thank you, Craig Euler. Durag says, unfortunately, Callisto was a colossal flop. Was it? I know that the reviews were mixed. But was it a flop? Did they not make their money back? I don't know. I haven't looked into it. I'll have to see whether or not that was the case. This is my first rodeo says, what do you call a guy with a rubber toe? Roberto. Lovely. Roberto. Ashbot says, you know what? I've never heard you laugh, Ox. Really? Well, Ashbot, keep watching because I will eventually laugh. I think I have laughed on camera before. I mean, I'm not going to laugh now because it wouldn't be real. It would be forced. Right? You don't want to hear that. You want to hear genuine, laughter from the gut, from the middle of the belly there. Diaphragm laughter. I believe I have laughed on camera before, but who knows? Maybe today's game will be so funny that you'll hear me laugh. Sean Fernando says, hey, Ox, if you had a choice between being a train conductor or a trolley, hope your week has been good. I guess, which would I choose? Are you asking? A train conductor or a trolley conductor? Do trolleys need conductors? I don't know. I guess I would be a train conductor. I wouldn't want to be a trolley because those are big and made of metal. And I like being smaller than a trolley and made of flesh. Speaking of things made of metal and flesh, I've got new props to show off. I just got this in the mail. It is a Fallout Robo-Brain statue. And I haven't opened it yet. Let's go ahead and crack open this box. That's right, it's an unboxing live on camera. Oh no. It's taped up real good. Alright, there's my thing of authenticity there. Let's get this out of the box. Oh, that is wrapped up real good there. There's a big thing of tape all the way around. Let's see. There we go. Which side is it going to come out on? This one. There it is. Lots of silica packets. Get those out. And there it is, the Robo-Brain statue. Gotta say, really a high production quality there. Excellent detail. Throw those over there. See if I can get that closer. It's gonna be out of focus because I don't have autofocus turned on. But there you go. It's a Robo-Brain. There are even tracks in the dirt there from the treads, which I think look great. I imagine this one in my collection would be like maybe a Robco engineer working for the United States government needed a mock-up, because we remember the RoboBrain lore from the Automaton DLC to Fallout 4. We got to explore the Robco facility there, only to find a secret RoboBrain scientific outpost underground, which gave us the most RoboBrain lore that we have gotten in the game so far. And we learned that it was a joint effort between Robco and the U.S. government. And I even think General Atomics? No, that was Liberty Prime. General Atomics and Robco worked together on Liberty Prime, I think. Anyway, so yeah, I imagine an executive probably would have a model like this on their desk in order to mock it up before production. So that's how I justify having something like this in my office. I love it. It turned out great. There you go. Those are the latest props. Rachel says, are all of your Robco robot statues to scale to those in game, or is it a whole Nuka-Cola bottle situation? Lol. So the statues don't bother me, right? Because the statues aren't to scale themselves. Now, if I really wanted to be pedantic about it, I would want each statue to be 1-to-1 scale ratio to the other statues in the game. But I'm not really interested in that. The statues, of course, themselves don't have to be 1-to-1 scale to the robot that it's depicting in the game. Then it wouldn't be, a miniature desktop statue. It would be a life-size statue, and that's not what we want it to be. The problem is that some of the robots are not to scale next to each other. Like a Sentry Bot, which is absolutely huge, is still about the same height as a RoboBrain in statue model. But that's not quite as bad as the Nuka-Cola bottles not being to the proper scale, simply because they're trying to depict something that's much, much, much larger. A bottle itself is already small. So if you're going to make a reproduction of a bottle, you can make it the size of a bottle. It doesn't need to be smaller than the size of a bottle. If you're going to make me a duplicate reproduction of a real bottle, I want it to be the size of a bottle. I don't want a bottle that is like smaller than a bottle. There's no need to make it smaller than a bottle unless you just want to save on supplies. If you just want to save money on the resin necessary to produce the object. Now, if I'm going to buy a bottle, I want to buy a bottle that I can hold in my hand like a bottle. Because a bottle is already hand-sized. It can already fit on your desktop, right? Anyway. Yeah, I was slightly disappointed in that. Padre says, who has 2 thumbs and is pro-evolution? Not horses. Are horses against evolution? I didn't know that. What's the difference between a politician and a dog? About 85 million years of evolution. Both accurate. I mean, they're very true. Nicely done, Pod. Thank you for those. Daddy of One says, I want to see Ox laugh. Ask how he likes his cysty pigs. I mean, that's not going to make me laugh. It's going to gross me out. Or make me mad. It'll gross me out or make me mad. It won't make me laugh. I don't like talking about cysty pigs. No Name says, name it Jezebel. Yes, my RoboBrain, I should name it Jezebel. Wyoming Homesteader says the problem with destroying the Institute was the knowledge and fabrication ability lost. The Minutemen should capture it and the leadership put on trial. Easier said than done. I mean, if that were a victory that was possible, I'm sure the Minutemen would have taken it. But in order to achieve a victory where you spare all of the technology, you wouldn't be able to get the victory the way the Minutemen got it, which was by overloading the nuclear reactor, which caused a huge nuclear explosion, which took out the Institute. If it weren't for that nuclear reactor, I don't think any faction, let alone the Minutemen, would have been able to defeat the Institute with the Institute with its synth army, right? Okay, so you can't blow up the Institute because you want to save all of the knowledge that the Institute has, so what are your options? Well, your options are conventional warfare, defeating each and every synth in combat, on the field, by hand, manually. How much human life would have been lost? Probably a lot. Was victory even achievable? Probably not. So yeah, it's sad that by destroying the Institute, we lose all of that knowledge, but it had to be done in order to defeat the Institute. It seems like the two are inseparable. Ranker 1138 says, not sure if you're a fan of Garth Marenghi's Dark Place, but the actor just did a full book, Tarot Tome, and does the audiobook in character as well. I am unfamiliar with all of those things, but I'm glad you're excited about them, and I'm happy that that Garth is doing more things. Kate says, new classes today in grad school. I was the only student. Professor made me tea, showed me his Star Wars comic books, and danced as he taught me neuroscience. In person? Or via Zoom? Okay, grad school. Kate, I mean, that's great. You know, having that kind of dedicated attention from your professor is wonderful. It makes much more sense now that I realized you were talking about grad school. I was thinking undergraduate for a while, and so like you were the only student, but grad school, yeah, depending on the field of study, that's totally plausible. To be the only student under one professor. Plus, you get to know your professors more closely as a grad student, so that makes much more sense. Cool. Well, that sounds great, Kate. I'm happy for you. No Name says, when are you getting the scale model Sisty Pig prop? Never. Never, 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 never. Just like never on everything else you guys bring up. Body pillows and nipple tassels. Never. Never, no, no, no. Padre says, why was God hesitant to implement evolution? He worried it would defeat the porpoise. Why would evolution defeat a porpoise? At what stage of evolution did robots become as advanced as humans? When opposable thumb drives were developed. These are all good, Padre. Opposable thumb drives. It's just so witty. I'm loving it so much, guys. All right, we got about 15 minutes and then the game begins. Nathan M says, what type of cigar / drink? I am smoking an Inferno 3 degrees cigar right now. I've got some Lafroig 10-year-old Scotch whiskey and some Kraken rum and Coke. Rachel says, do you have a Nuka-Cola My Blood's in It prop yet? No, I don't. You know, it's been a while since I've looked up for more props. The RoboBrain that I just showed off, I got that. I purchased it a long time ago when Bethesda sent out an email promoting it. They let us know at the time that they weren't going to actually start producing it for quite a while. So, it was a surprise when it finally arrived. But yeah, as for new props, I haven't purchased anything new. So yeah, I'll have to go shopping to see if I can find something that I like. There are a few bottles that I have yet to get of the appropriate size. I need to get a correctly sized Nuka-Cola Cranberry and a Nuka-Cola Dark. And then, yeah, Nuka-Cola My Blood's in it. No Name says, so we heard that right? The scale model Sisty Pig will be there next Thursday? No, you did not hear that right if that's what you heard. Just, you probably need to get your ears checked, No Name. Just some good medical advice there. Brian Isaacs says, Oxhorn body pillow with Skyrim helmet from Fallout 4? Ugh! They're just the worst! You pick all of the worst things and you put them together. No. Oh, you're frustrating me now. Mark from Sales says, joining late, when did I miss part 1? Well, I played Choo-Choo Charles during my charity live streams, so part 1 is really kind of multiple sessions of Choo-Choo Charles, spread over 2 or 3 live streams during my charity stream. So I played about half the game at that time, so we're starting about halfway through the gameplay. If you want to catch up, you probably need to check out my live streams and then navigate to the part where we play Choo-Choo Charles. Rachel says, wait, is that the prop that you've been anticipating for years that has been holding up the office tour video? No, it's not. I got an email saying that they canceled it. So I think I can say now what it was. It was a life-size bust of a Fallout T-45 suit of power armor, which I was really excited about, and they first started advertising it in 2018. Was that? I think it was 2018 or 2019. Anyway, many years ago, like almost 4 years ago. And I bought it, and they kept on saying that they were gonna make it. Gaming Heads was making it, and after they missed their first deadline, they put it out a quarter, and then every quarter they would push it back 1 quarter, and they did that for years. And I had a perfect spot for it in my office, and I knew exactly where it was going to go. But I wanted to wait for it to get here because I wanted to do an office tour / reveal when it was perfect, when it had all of the props in place. But last month, they just sent out an email saying, well, looks like we're not going to be able to make it, so make sure you update your bank information so we can give you a refund. And that was it. So you can no longer pre-order it, you can no longer buy it, and it's taken off of their calendar. We don't know when it's going to be. It took them 4 years to say that they weren't going to make it, and I'm extremely disappointed. I just can't tell you how frustrated I am. So I'm probably going to have to get one made on Etsy. Just find some creator on Etsy to make me a life-size bust of power armor. That's what I wanted, and I can't find it now. So I don't know what I'm going to do now. Am I going to wait until that's done, or am I going to go ahead with the tour of my office? I'm not sure. Beth says, you seem a bit sad or tired. You okay? Heart. Yes, Beth. I am okay. I might be a bit tired because I have been working on my lore video all day, and I took a little bit of a nap just before my broadcast, and so, I'm waking up. That said, I don't think my behavior is any different than it usually is. Padre says, I can prove evolution wrong. Hummingbirds have existed for thousands of years and haven't learned the words yet. Whether you believe in evolution or not, one thing is certain: human ancestry's pretty fishy. Love you, Ox. Cheers. Thank you, Padre. He's going through the evolution section of the online joke dictionary. We can definitely tell that. I'm trying to piece it together because usually when he does that, it's because of something related or topical to the program. Like during Thanksgiving, he did a bunch of Thanksgiving and turkey-themed jokes. But evolution? Is it because of the robo-brain? Or because we've been talking about, like, the Institute? It can't be because of the game we're going to be playing, Choo-Choo Charles. There's nothing evolutionary about that. I don't know. But thank you for the contributions, Padre. Love them. Patty 5.0 says, why doesn't the rooster wear pants? That's rude. Patty. I can't. Yeah, it's not that bad. Why doesn't the rooster wear pants? Because his pecker is on his head. That's what beaks are for. The joke is talking about a rooster beak. He pecks with it. It's his pecker. Cleansed in Fire says, did you ever get that power armor thing? No, I didn't. They canceled it. They just, out of the blue, after delaying it by a quarter, every quarter, for 4 years, they out of the blue just canceled it and then offered me a refund on my deposit. No explanation. They just canceled it. And I'm seeing all of these awesome figurines and statues being pumped out for all these other cool IPs. But for the Fallout one that I've been waiting 4 years for, they just cancel it without an explanation. It's really sad. PC Gaming Goodies says, did you see Fallout 76 set in 2102? Adding the Institute, founded in 2110. It's only 8 years into the future. Institute may be already in the works. Well, we learned from exploring the Institute that it was founded by the survivors of the Commonwealth Institute of Technology. So the people who founded the Institute are alive during the events of Fallout 76. Will we ever see them? I don't know. It's an interesting thought. Freddie Simmons says, wish there was a way to steer the Institute in a more positive direction. Working with the people of the Commonwealth, I see it as a lost opportunity. I agree. And I know there are many people who will role-play an Institute playthrough with the reasoning that they want to become the director of the Institute so they can steer the Institute in a different direction. And that's all well and good. The reality is that you can't actually do that in the game, but it is a role-playing game, and you can play any role you want. So for people who want to do that, I think that's perfectly fine from a lore perspective, because they're essentially just creating their own lore for their own game. But the Institute is pretty evil, and there's no getting around that. They've done incredibly evil things, though I suppose if you were the director, you could change a lot of it simply due to the power that the director has. Destro Batman says, thanks for all the great streams and vids. Thank you very much, Destro Batman. Many more to come. Mark from Sales says, I caught one of the charity streams, Santa's Rampage, but not all of it. Thank you. Dark Pictures series has been my favorite so far. I've had a lot of fun with the Dark Pictures series. I hope they come out with many more. Says, what about a good old Power Armor cosplay helmet to use as a bust instead of a sculpture type deal? So, I mean, I've got plenty of the helmets, but the bust is going to include the chest plate, the torso of the Power Armor. So, if I was going to use one of the helmets, I'd have to get the torso made anyway, and then somehow connect them. And if they weren't made by the same creator, it would be difficult. It would probably just be easier to find somebody to make a bust. Destro Batman with a super tip. Thank you very much, Destro Batman. Nicholas says, I love every single New Vegas video you've made. Hats off to you, good sir. I listen to them whenever I can't sleep at night, and they put me in such a peaceful bliss. Thank you for all of your hard work. Thank you, Nicholas, for watching, and you're welcome. Many more videos to come, even though I'm pretty much done with New Vegas. I think I've covered everything New Vegas has. There's still a lot of Fallout content I have yet to make. Jay Long says, Oxhorn, so glad I found your channel. I really enjoy your content. You remind me of my brother-in-law, who after my sister passed does not come around much. Don't mean to be weird or ruin the mood, but felt the need to say that. Well, Jay Long, I'm sorry to hear about the passing of your sister. It sounds like you miss your brother-in-law, and I'm glad you were able to find the channel. I've been here for a while, and I plan to be here for the foreseeable future, and I hope that you're able to reconnect with your brother-in-law. Julian Z says, Ox, you know what prop I'm the most sad you were never able to get working? Your Radiation King TV set. Sigh. I'll never get to see all of the black and white Fallout-themed special cartoons from the games. So sad. Yeah. I shouldn't have talked about it on camera. Another lesson I need to learn. Don't talk about things that you're planning to do on camera just in case plans fall through. But yeah, I did buy that TV, and I was getting it worked on in order to get it set up to play all of those Fallout commercials, only for it to get damaged in shipping. And it was irreparable. Someday, I'll tackle that project again, because it still sounds like a fun one. Stephanie Cameron says, hey, can I get a shout out to my amazing husband, Cullen? We love watching your videos. Absolutely. Shout out to Cullen. Thank you, Stephanie Cameron. I'm glad you guys love watching the videos together. I always love it when couples come by and say that they watch my videos together. That always makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. Ranker says, you've got to watch Dark Place. It's only 6 episodes. All right. Well, I'll have to check it out, Ranker. Thank you for that one. I'll look into it. Padre says it might have to do with the life-size bust mold. They have to make several because the molds can only be used X amount of times, according to Adam Savage. Oh, and it was the Institute/Evolution convo. I see. Were we talking about evolution with the Institute? Okay. That connects the dots. Thank you so much, Padre. And then No Name says, you could make up for the TV with a scale model Sisty Pig. Of course I could. Thank you for that one, No Name. All right, 2 minutes, and then we start the game. Matthew Ryan says, where's the baby at, Ox? Where is it at? The baby? I don't know what you're talking about. There's never been a baby. I don't know what you mean by... Oh, you're talking about the haunting. Because you think my office is being haunted by a creepy baby doll? Well, I mean, I'm sure if my office was haunted by a creepy baby doll, it would be here somewhere. You just haven't noticed it yet. But it's not here because there is no haunting. There are no such things as ghosts or baby dolls for that matter. So just chill out, Matthew. It's not there. All right, 1 or 2 minutes. 1 minute, then we'll start the game. Matthew says, do I give that warm and fuzzy feeling when me and Jocelyn come in and bug you, lol? I always love it when you guys come. Yes, I said that I love it when couples come and watch my shows together, and that includes you two. Even when you're trucking, even when you're trolling me. I love the trolls. Thank you, Matthew. Hellcat says, I found where I'm going to get some Witcher 3 statues once I can get a dang job. They're so pretty. I know, there are so many cool statues and figurines and when it comes to gaming, just little things that I would love to have. So I had to make myself some rules. Otherwise, I'd go crazy and I'd spend too much money and it would just all go out the window. I had to make myself some rules when it comes to props. I'm only going to own something from the Fallout universe, like a Fallout prop, if I can pretend that it's something one of my characters would have picked up along his travels, right? So I don't have a bunch of posters for things like the Glowing Sea, because the Glowing Sea existed after the apocalypse, and there's no company after the apocalypse that would produce a tourist poster promoting the Glowing Sea. You see what I mean? So it has to fit within my criteria. It can't reference the game, right? So it can't say Fallout 4, right? There's one thing up here that says Fallout New Vegas on it, and I have it there because it's really rare. It was only ever given to people who worked or promoted Fallout New Vegas, like journalists. It was part of a journalistic thing. Anyway, I'm actually going to take that down eventually because it no longer works. But aside from that, it can't say Fallout because nothing in the Fallout universe would itself say Fallout, right? So I've got my boxed foods collection because you find boxed foods in the game. I've got chems, like a chem collection, and I've got an explosives collection because you find those kinds of things in the game. That's what I can focus on. And it helps me filter out a lot of stuff. Because there's a lot of Fallout stuff that comes out there that doesn't fit within my criteria. Because it'll say Fallout on it, or it'll break the fourth wall, or it'll reference something incorrectly in the game, and then I can't get any of that because it breaks my rule set. So I'm saving myself, really. Padre says Adam Savage, Mythbusters. He has a whole show on model making and how hard it is to do. Oh, and what about Sisty Pig body pillows with nipple tassels? Well, it sounds like you've got an interesting hobby, Padre. I'd love it if you not mention that on the broadcast ever again. Not that I want to prevent you from exploring Sisty Pig body pillows with nipple tassels. If that's your bag of tea, well, brew it. I'm not going to judge. As for the Mythbusters thing, I was a huge Mythbusters fan in college. I would love to check out that video that you mentioned. Thank you for that. All right, I think it's time. Let's fire up Choo-Choo Charles. Beth says, I watch your videos with my boyfriend Ben when we go to sleep. Oxhorn couples. Oh my gosh, Beth. That's so adorable. Well, thank you for including me. Right. Oh, that's right. We had just found the paint can, the pink paint can to make our train pink. Don't know if I like it. Don't know if I'll have to keep that. Let's continue. Okay, it's been so long. I want to see if I can remember. What's that? Journal return. Journal returnal? Really? Journal returnal. This is the kind of game we're playing. The quest is called Journal Returnal, so we can't have too much of a high hope here. Santiago left his journal at home and needs you to bring it back to him at the port, and will pay in scraps. The port was over here somewhere, or was it there? And then what's this? Canyon Caper. Theodore's blue box is in the rail car in the canyon. Bring the box back to him for a reward. Right. Do we go back? Yes. Santiago's mission. Let's do that. Alright, so we need to go all the way down here. Oh, it's gonna take a while. Hopefully we don't get attacked. No Name says, wait, what Thomas the Tank Engine episode is this? It's the scary clown spider monster episode. Hope you didn't miss it. What weapon do I have equipped? Oh, the rocket. Right, I've got the rocket. All right, we're rounding the bend now. I mean, we should be good for a while. The last time Charles got to us, we blew him away with our rocket launcher. Alright, then we need to do Theodore's mission. Alright, as soon as we pass this, which we are passing now. Alright. Okay, he's at the docks. Wow, I really crunch my legs up when I jump, don't I? I have to be careful. All right, there he is. I think that's him. Santiago.
Thank you so much for bringing my journal. I would hope, for your own good, that you didn't peek inside. But, here are those scraps I promised.
All right, quest complete. We got the journal. Greg says, hey, Ox, reactivated my silver ox due to a little extra money coming in this month. And how do you make an egg roll? You push it, of course. Wow, I love it when the egg, when we get multiple jokes during a week that are the same. The egg roll joke is popular today. Thank you so much, Greg. It must be high on the list of dad jokes this week. All right, so we got some scrap, and I think we got all the scrap here. Let's hightail it to the train. Get there as fast as we can before Charles comes to kill us. Okay, we've got 44 scraps. Holy cow. Let's do 10 to 28 scraps to increase speed level. No, that's 28 scraps for 1 speed level. Damage level or armor level. I should probably work on armor, huh? Oh, that's perfect. Nice. Achievement unlocked, Speed Demon. My speed is maxed. My health is maxed. I just have to max these two. And we shall do so by doing side quests. Okay, we need to change this. Here, let's change the color. Yeah, it's better. Okay, I need to divert the tracks so I can go and get this other quest, right? No, blue box in the rail car. Where's the rail car? Unmet NPC optional mission. Oh. No, that's where I get the next monster egg. Required mission, weapon. Ooh, I get a new weapon over there. Okay, that's Theodore's mission. So I need to come back and complete this one. But if I go this way, then I'll have to go back to go back through this loop. I can't skip it, though. All right, let's go back. Let's divert the track and go left and finish this mission. Greg Williams says, lol, sorry, I didn't know it was already used. Thanks for bringing a lot of smiles during these tough times each and every Thursday. No worries, Greg. It's a clever joke. Glad you came by. You're welcome, my friend. All right, as soon as we pass this, let's pull stop. Let's divert the tracks. Quickly. Hold on, is there scrap up here? Let's look around and see. Usually they have some. No, all right. So let's keep an eye out because this is going to be the first time we've gone down these tracks, and we've got to get a blue box from a train car. A turned over train car. Okay, that's going to be about halfway through this one. We could start there. We'll stop right there. Now remember, we got this mission when we came down here for the ghost thing. We didn't actually come down the tracks here. Theodore's blue box is in the rail car in the canyon. Alright, well, we're going to have to go running because the train can't go over there into the canyon. It's just going to put us at risk if Charles decides to come get us. So let's run. Ox Grendel says, if you finish this way early, will you consider finishing up Bindi? I will consider it. I don't know how I'll feel or how long this will take, but I'll definitely consider it. All right, here we go. We're in the canyon. We just got to find... Is that a bad guy? Yeah. So I got to avoid him.
No trespassing!
Where is it? Run away! Derailed. Okay, that cost me scrap. But I have mostly upgraded everything, so we're back here. So I lose the scrap that I picked up. I need to find a way to get the blue box Wait, is it in my inventory? It is in my inventory! Ah! I don't lose what I die with. Great. Let's go back to Santiago. So that was a cult member there. Wait, where is he? Ah.
That's the exact box I needed.
Achievement unlocked, Canyon Caper.
Now take these scraps and skedaddle.
Yay! Did I get this? I think I did. Alright, I got the scraps. Now to skedaddle. Let's spend it before we die. That way we don't lose it. 35 scraps. Let's do damage level. Full steam ahead. Okay. No, actually, we need to go back. Because we're not going to be able to turn right up here. We need to go back to this switch and then switch it over here so that we can come up and then continue on our way around this horn over here. We need to go and get a couple of quests over there. Jay Bennett says, "Hi Ox, never heard of this game. What's the gist?" Well, the gist is that you arrive on an island to try and help out the locals who are being... Ah! It's Charles! Did you hear the horn? The people on the island are being hunted by... Well, you're about to see them. Charles? I'm not crazy, am I? You heard it. Did you hear the horn? Or was that the music? King of the Chase says, "Hey Oxhorn, really love your videos. Keep it up, man." Thank you, King of the Chase. Timberjack says, "I hear spider trains always have a leg up on the competition." I guess they would. Alright, well, I guess he's not chasing me now. So let's go around here. We've got a few people that we'd never met over here anyway. I could have swore I heard it. All right, well, let's turn left and get this guy over here. Ah! Right, we're close. Basically, we're trying to figure out how this demon train was created. And it has something to do with eggs that are inside mines and the occult. Right, this is going to push us to the right. We want to go left so that we can get the quest giver. So let's switch the tracks up here really quickly. Greg Williams says, ever since I've been watching this gameplay, just had the song I've been working on the railroad stuck in my head. Also, what's the name of this? The name of the game is Choo-Choo Charles. And I've been working on the railroad all the livelong days. I'm so surprised Charles didn't find me. Maybe I hightailed it out of there too fast for him.
You must be the archivist that Eugene told us about. We're happy you came to help us out of this predicament with Charles and that madman Warren. You know, that old train of yours will need some major upgrades if you want to take down Charles. There are some metal scraps in my barn that you could use to improve it. Here's the key to the barn. It's just up the path, but I'll mark it on your map anyway.
Thank you, Preston. Can't go in his house. Let's go to the barn, just up the path, he said. He's marking it on my map. Where is that? Ah, right there. Great. I probably should have taken the train. Oh well, it's just right up here. Key to the barn. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. We got lore here. Even though Eugene has promised to send help once he reaches the mainland, I've just realized he never mentioned if he'd return. I suppose he is the type of person to ignore the fine details of a plan. Everyone on the island is trying to find a way out of this mess, and I can only hope that this archivist friend of his can work some magic. I don't care what strange things they've done before, or what practices they use, as long as Charles ends up dead. Most folks around here want the same, but then there are those crazies that want to leave him be. That darn Warren has lost his marbles. Well, I'm guessing Warren may have had something to do with Charles being summoned. Okay. Well, we got all the scrap. Let's go back, finish the quest, and get back to the train as soon as possible before we die and lose all our scrap. Huh. $21 scraps. Let's spend it. Okay, quest done. We've got this quest over here. Tell you what, let's go up, get this one. We'll go up to this switch and then back. I did not hear that. I did not imagine that. That's Charles. Oh my God, he derailed me. How did he kill me so quickly? Well, I guess I have taken a long time to upgrade my armor. But I pummeled him with my rocket launcher. Maybe I missed him. Let's switch back to the derailer. Crap. Where am I now? Well, I'm almost where I need to be for the quest. Well, thankfully, I had just spent a bunch of scrap, so I didn't lose a lot. That rocket launcher is so slow to reload. Yeah, what's up with the fancy hand gestures, lady?
I need my pickles!
Of course, it's the pickles lady. Rusty Key says those point-blank rockets were hitting you too. Oh, you think I died to splash damage?
I ate the last jar of pickles I had in my house, and there's only one jar of pickles left on the island. My secret jar of pickles, locked away inside my pickle cave.
Oh, God.
I would have gotten them hours ago, but I lost my pickle cave.
Oh, it's even worse.
Someone else on the island might have some lock pickles. I mean, lockpicks. And if you can bring me my special jar of pickles, I'll give you all the scrap metal I have as a reward.
Right, we found a crazy pickle lady. Of course we did. We gotta find a pickle key, go to her pickle cave to get her last jar of pickles. Fun. Well, who's gonna have the pickles? Oh. The pickle mission optional. Get the pickles from the pickle cave. Alright, do we have lockpicks? We need lockpicks for this. North Mine Key. Oh, there's the lockpicks. I've already got them. Alright, there's no track that goes there. We're gonna have to run. It's in the middle of this area, not surrounded. Oh, crap. Alt Grundle says, don't forget to change weapons as needed. Well, I mean, it's difficult to change weapons in the middle of a fight. So maybe I'll just stick with one? No Name says they're talking, but their mouths aren't moving. No, they're not. Remember, this is an indie game, right? This is not a AAA game. Just bear in mind, this was made by one dude, okay? Just one dude. Okay, I gotta get the pickle key for the pickle mine. Oh, it's down there. There's the pickle cave. Get the lady here. Jar of pickles. Hey, purple paint. Can he get me inside a cave? I don't know if he can or not. All right. Oh, man. Hey, it's a bunch of pickles. Return to the pickle lady. Pickles, pickles, pick pickles. Well, I have to say I've never done a quest quite like this before. So, there's that. Just don't get me killed, pickle lady. I'm holding a bunch of scrap and I don't want to lose it. There she is. All right, pickle lady. I'm ready for your pickles. Here you go.
My pickles! I thank you so very much for bringing me my pickles. You are my pickle hero.
Oh, God.
Here are some scraps as a reward for your valiant pickle questing.
Thank you, pickle lady. All right, let's loot her house here. I love the pickles. Pickles are the love. Pickles are the life. I love the pickles. They make me feel the happiness. Pickles, pickles, pickles. Sure. Delightful. Pickle lady. Oh, hold on. All right, we got to heal up our train and get more upgrades. Let's try purple. 45 scraps. That's great. Let's try damage. Achievement unlocked, heavy hitter. Okay, that's 14 scraps. We need 24 for the next upgrade. Quest done. So, let's go get this one. Unmet person optional quest. So to do that, we got to go back. There's the switch. All right, so this guy's going to be right over here. Round a bend, and then he's going to be on the other side of it. I think I've been to this house before. Yeah. Yeah, I think we've been here before. Okay, so let's just go get the quest in this, which is over here and up this path. All right, at the trail, turn right. There's gonna be a trail right up here. Turn right. Aha! Here we go. It's a witch!
Well, hello, darling. I'm making a fresh stew with ingredients from my very own swamp. But I don't have any meat at the moment. I smell a carcass on the island in the swamp, and if you wait over there and bring it back for me, I'll pay you some scraps.
She smells a carcass.
Although, you'll need to be wary of Barry, the swamp monster. Keep an eye out for him splashing around, and don't move if he gets close to you. As long as you stand still, he's as kind as a kitten.
Oh, I'm gonna love this. Just stand still, he's kind as a kitten. Oh, Barry the swamp monster. Tasty, yummy stew recipe. Swamp water, salt, clover, dirt, salt, meat. Any kind, human included. more salt. Oh, I don't think I'll be trying any of this stew. Okay. Well, I'm guessing it's going to be that island. Yep, directly in front of us. All right, do you see any ripples on the water? Stay clear of Barry. How did you... What? I didn't see any ripples in the water. How am I supposed to do that? Okay. Well, crap. I was looking for ripples in the water. Maybe I take a step and then I hold still. And then I take a step and then I hold still. Or maybe she's lying. Screw you, Barry. Man. Do you see any ripples in the water? Go away! Go away, Barry! I'm not interested! Go away! I don't want any. I said no. You can go. Oh, I'm gonna hate this. Go away, Barry. Stop it, Barry. Stop it. Oh, this is hell. This is going to be exceedingly tedious, won't it? Almost there, Barry. Leave me alone, Barry! Ah! Ah! It stopped! Oh, I'm on the... Yay! Let's get the body. Oh, it's a big fish. Return to Elizabeth. Okay, I mean, if I die now, I've got it in my inventory, so it's okay. But I don't want to lose the scrap. And I've got even farther to go. All right, is there a part of this island that is closer to the mainland? Is there a corner that I can't... No, really, this is the closest one. No Name says, to be fair, you're creeping around Barry's swamp. I mean, I'd be mad too if you were creeping around my living room for meat. Just looking for meat. It's an innocent desire. Barry. Go away, Barry. I'm not interested. Barry. Get a little further away, please. Barry! You're too close. Too close, Barry. The train could get me at any moment, too. That's what really sucks about this. It's just 1-2 steps, then pause, because Barry's coming. Go away. Little Timmy in the chat says, Timmy! Hey there, Timmy. Good to see you again. I feel like it's been a while. Take that, Barry.
What a delicacy you found. Here are those scraps I offered. Have a safe night, little one.
All right, I got the scraps. Is there anything in her hut? We already looted the hut. She's talking about her recipe. Let's get back to the train. How far away is it? It's right over there. We've got to go over the mountain or take the trail. Let's take the trail. I'm not going to risk the mountain. Train's right over there, right? Yes! $48 scraps. Okay, let's go straight. Okay, there's this side quest over here. And I feel like we can get it once we get over there. Oh, no! Here he comes. Take that, Charles! Take that! Alright, yeah, maybe it was that. Hold on, I gotta heal. Or I could do a final upgrade. All upgraded. Boom! Upgraded train. Achievement unlocked. Almost impenetrable. Okay. Oh no, I went the wrong way. I don't want to go this way. No, we need to go up here and then turn left in order to get up there. Because we got to get that final egg. So I waited for him to strike my train, and then when he backed up a little bit, I used the rocket, and that did a lot of damage. I think that was the way to go. Whoops. No, that's right. I need to go left. That'll send me left, and then I can go up here, and as long as I go right, I'll go straight up here, and I can finally get this last egg. I need that last weapon, too. Well, we've been meeting all the crazies in this episode. I don't remember all of the characters being quite as eccentric as Pickle Lady and Witch-Needing Meat Lady. Oh, that's the wrong way. Let's switch it. No! What? I must have been too late. Let's try it again. There we go. So we got some ways to go. At this point, I only need scrap to heal my train if I get jumped by Charles. So I'm not going to worry about stopping at each and every one of these little locations like we did during my charity live stream. I'll just focus on the quests. Was that it? Was that ambience or was that the train? I guess that was ambience. Okay, that's confusing. If we have to look for audio cues in order to prepare for Charles, ooh, it's coming up here. Okay. So this place is probably going to be swarming with cultists. Through here, around a circle, and in the north mine.
Hey,
Yep.
get out of here!
I mean, there's not a lot of stealth in the game. How do we sneak into the mine? Okay, we're in. We lured off the other guy. Don't get caught. So the cultists are guarding the eggs, and our primary quest is to get all 3 eggs. We got 2 of them. Okay, I'm guessing that's where the egg is gonna be. See if there's any loot over here. Yep. I mean, as long as I get the egg, it doesn't matter if I die, because I'll respawn with it in my inventory. Oh, look, blood on the walls and everything.
Hey! You better hope you're fast!
reading notes doesn't pause the game, apparently. I kind of wanted to read that. Matthias says, where is part 1 of this game? I can't find it. It was during my live stream, so it's not a dedicated video, but during my live stream, I played this game multiple times. I don't even know how I was supposed to get through that without dying, because I just peered around a corner and he saw me and then chased me through the mines. Do I memorize where the enemies are and then just do this with trial and error?
Don't visit us alone!
Look how far he was able to see me.
You better hope you're fast!
Ah! How long do they chase me? Make sure nobody goes near the egg. If you see anyone that shouldn't be there, shoot them immediately. No risks can be taken. As soon as it finishes, kill it and bring the body to me. Warren C. III.
You shouldn't be here!
All right, so inside there's something I need to pull to get through. I have no weapons. I can't fight back, right? All my weapons are on the train, and I just have to run really fast. So I guess the point of this is just to detect how far away they are from me by listening to them whistle. And based on how loud their whistles are, try to gauge where they are in the mine, because I don't know where they would be.
No trespassing! I wish you never came here!
Luckily, I can outrun them.
Stop right there!
Got the egg! Oh, is there a back door? There is. There was a guy right there! Run away! Ah, leads me back there. Okay. I see.
Hey!
Away! Get away! Get back to the chopper! Achievement unlocked, North Mine Mystery.
You shouldn't be here!
Trying to remember where I parked the train. think it was over here.
Get
There it
this
is.
guy! Catch him! Don't let him get away! I'm gonna shoot you!
Alright, I got it! Now, this guy's got a side quest. No, that's a main quest. Required mission. Alright, we'll stop right here. Up to the left just a bit. There. Guessing that's it. Yep. Aeronarum, municipal building. Huh. Mutiny meeting notes. I have discussed our latest battle plan with everyone, and nobody had objections. The whole crew knows what to do and will set the track's direction accordingly when the time comes. All the archivist needs to focus on is pummeling that beast, keeping his distance, and getting Charles to his weakest point. My father should be back within 2 days, at which point we can supply him and the hunter with the keys and other supplies we've gathered. We never wanted to take such harsh action against Warren and the other miners, but he's twisted our arms too long. Charles needs to go, and Warren won't stand in our way. Padre says, crouch, Ox, and take a drink. I don't think I can crouch. Yeah, I don't have a crouch option here. But drinking, I can do. Cheers. Dude on the balcony there. Stakeout summary, day 3, location 4. I've been staking out this area for days, and Charles has never crossed the old wood bridge. Somehow, that beast is cunning enough to know it's dangerous, but if he's angry and desperate, he might just chase someone across it, then bam! We use John's bombs to blow the whole thing up, and Charles falls face first into the canyon. If the blast doesn't kill him, the fall surely will.
You're the archivist my father told me about. Although, I'm disappointed to see that he chose to stay on the mainland rather than return with you. Not to say that your help isn't appreciated, but we could have used his aid as well. If you haven't already heard from the others, the mine boss Warren is protecting dangerous monster eggs that could lead to catastrophe. While our main plan is to summon Charles into a duel and fight him to the death, we've devised a perfect trap as a precaution that may help defeat him. Go attach these remote explosives to each of the support pillars under the wood bridge out there. Then meet me back here.
Oh, God. Okay. That's on me? Oh. Deconstruction project required. Rig the 8 bridge supports with explosives. Okay, well, I've got one more required mission after that, one more weapon mission after that, and this optional mission. It's just for scrap, but I kind of want to do it for the lore. The lore. Okay, rig 8 bridge supports with explosives. Got it. Well, let's go do it. Anything around back? Yep. Well, thankfully, the game is not shy about giving us scrap. It's literally all over the place, like manna from heaven. Right, we gotta go back towards the bridge. Bingo. There we go.
That's the tallest and weakest bridge on the island. So if Charles ever crosses it, we can blow him sky high. I'll be on standby to detonate the charges, but it's still up to you to summon and fight him. Here, take this. It's the key to the temple. Once you think you're prepared enough, you can break in and fight the battle of a lifetime.
At the key to the temple. Achievement unlocked, deconstruction project. Oh, there's the temple. Dear God. All right, and there's the bridge. So it looks like we do have to pass this area anyway before we get to the temple. Right, let's go find this new weapon. I'm hoping it'll be more powerful and yet more long range than the rocket launcher. Something a little bit more sustained. The reload on the rocket launcher was so slow. Lady Aries says, "Hey Ox, are you going to do lore for this game as well?" No, I'm not. I'm not going to do lore for this game. This is a guilty pleasure is what this game is. It's not really a loreful game. It's, you know, a kind of brainless fun kind of game. And every now and then you just got to have a little bit of mindless fun. Ooh, what is that?
So, the fabled hunter has finally arrived. You know, my late husband built a gun to help fight Charles, but Warren's goons stole the barrels and took them up to their camp. Bob was such a brave man, much braver than you, I bet. If you take what I have left of the gun and steal back those other parts, you can put it back together to use against Charles. Just do me one favor, will ya? If you do end up using it, name it Bob, in memory of my honey.
So creative with the names in this game. John, Bob, Charles. Okay, well, let's build the super weapon. Ah! All right. Barbed wire. Thanks for that, Gertrude. Well, let's see. Where are the barrels? Oh, all the way over there. Okay. I guess that's the next one right there over to the left. Yeah. No, that's going to be to the right. Well, we've got time. Let's explore the church. Creepy old church. With lore. To Mr. Reverend. He doesn't have a name. He's just Mr. Reverend. Today's sermon was a true inspiration during these trying times. Very well thought out and thorough in every manner. I believe I speak for the whole congregation when I say that we admire your confidence and steadfast wisdom as we grieve our lost brothers and sisters. All right, well, whatever happened to Mr. Reverend? Sermon outline. God is very, very mad, I think, probably. Charles, maybe devil. 96% certain. Always sneaky. Spider versus snake. Spiders have more legs, usually. God always wins, hopefully. Sacrifices. Ask for volunteers. Don't cry a lot, only a little. Closing prayer and clean up. All. So strong and steadfast, so inspirational in these trying times. Charles! That's him. Where are you? Got him! Run away, Charles! Run away, Charlie boy. All right, hold on. I just passed a bunch of stuff. Let's see, where am I? Yeah, there's the next quest giver. Oh, I passed a bunch of stuff here. Well, I might as well get this guy since I passed him. Yeah. Scrap stockpile. Alright, is that on the other side of the bridge? Yes. Alright, this is a side mission, not required, but I'll take the extra scrap. Ooh. There he is. What is this?
Hey, aren't you the new guy who's come here to work for us?
That's me.
You must be. There's something at the top of these towers that I need. And don't worry, I won't make you work for free. I'm a nice enough guy to pay you. You see, Mr. Warren never told anyone from the mainland about his mining operation here. He never even reported the cave-in. He hasn't paid us since then. Our living quarters are atrocious, and I'm far overqualified for the pay I'm supposed to receive. To top it all off, none of us miners ever received copies of our paperwork. But that doesn't affect my subordinates as much as someone with my status.
Pepperwork.
I'm gonna sue the pants off of Warren once I escape this island, and I need those files to prove that he breached our contract. He keeps all his files at the top of these towers. I could explain how I ascertained this, but I doubt it would make sense to you.
Try me?
Problem is, he erected these towers years before we ever started mining, and now they're falling apart. I could scale them myself, but since you're here, go sniff around for those files.
This dude needs to stop laughing.
As a reward, you can have one of my useless pieces of scrap. I bet you'd love to have it.
Thank you, Ronnie. Okay, Ronnie's mission, and thankfully it's really close. All right, I'm going to pause because I need another cigar. We're having too much fun with Choo-Choo Charles, blasting through these cigars. Pepperwork. Rock. Okay, here we go. Oh, God. Really? They're going to make me parkour this? Fishkey says, happy Scotch and smoke rings, Oxen chat. Sorry for being late. Had trivia tonight. What did I miss? I assume Padre has already talked about the body pillow, so I won't. Thank you, Fishkey. You're correct. He has. Actually, I don't think it was him this time. I think it was someone else. It has been talked about. Yeah, that's all we need to know. We don't need to talk about it further. But thank you, Fishkey. Right, run and jump. Oh, look at that. Hey, lime paint can. What? Okay, can't go up anymore. I need to get documents of some sort. Where would the documents be? No! This is how they're gonna get me. Ha 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 ha! Locked. Scale the top of the tower. Oh man, I'm gonna have to jump there? That's how they're gonna get me. Hey, I'm getting all the scrap. Oh! Well, I made it. Just don't drop now. Setting the foundation for this operation has been considerably more complicated than I expected. Not only by cost, but the logistics of construction and delivery of supplies to the primary mine sites. We'll need to strike gold fast if we want any chance of avoiding bankruptcy. I heard Charles. Can he get me inside this place? I don't want to drop down, do I? I want to jump across. Do I jump across or do I drop down? Can't get me up here, Charles! Where are you, Spider Train? There he is. Can't get me. The files. Turn to Ronnie. Oh, I gotta go down now. There he is. Go away. Go away. You can't get me up here, can you? Tried to stinking evil train. Can't parkour like the rest of us. Thought I saw scrap from this window. Yeah, there's some scrap down there. Okay, we got the files. Now to get down. Aha!
You look like a monkey climbing those towers.
Achievement unlocked, Cloud Climber.
I sure am glad I found these files.
I found the files.
Here's that scrap you were begging for. Don't spend it all in one place.
This dude can stop laughing anytime. All right, check and done. Let's get to the train. All right, we got to do this for the weapon. Mob camp infiltration. Padre says, I wouldn't. That dude with the beard within 100 yards of the ladies on this channel, or 50 yards, screaming distance of Fish Key. Yeah, you and me both. Dude was creepy as heck. All right, where's the switch? Ooh, hold on. Chest. Got the chest. All right, there's a switch down here. Let's pass it. There it is. Then we need to go that way. Okay, then we go left and then left again. Okay, we're already going left. But it's right there, and I don't want to get too close. We might need to make a quick getaway, so let's switch the tracks so that we can get away. Well, let's get the next pieces to this puzzle.
Who's that guy over there? Where did he come from?
Ah!
guy! He shouldn't be here! Who's that?
I gotta find out where they are. They're not there. So maybe at the top of the tower? The other tower that it connects to with the bridge? I'm betting that's it. Lots of guys running around over there by the campfire. I bet you it's in this building up here.
Intruder! Over here! Get him, boys! Get this guy! Wrong place, my friend! We should never came here!
Gotcha, you jerks! So I guess lure them back to the train works like a good strategy. I can do that. I can definitely lure them back to the train. Weapon parts, weapon parts. Ooh, I got a key. Well, I'll probably need that if I want the weapon parts. Did I kill all the guys, though? That is the question.
You shouldn't be here!
No, I did not. Back to the train. I hear him.
Hey! Get out of here! Beat it!
Got him. Now, I got a key, presumably to a warehouse. And this looks like a big warehouse. Okay. What is that? Is that a mask? Okay. Creepy. They got bloody masks in the bunks. Fun. But no weapon part. There we go. This is the room. There they are. Achievement unlocked. Mob camp infiltration. Bob acquired. Equip my train. Yeah. I got Bob. Keep looking for loot. I think we killed all the guys, so. Can I get up there? I can. Ah! Charles! Faster, 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 faster. Get to him in time. Oh, yeah. Come on, Charles. I got Bob. Where are ya? Did he give up? I think he gave up. Okay, where am I going now? I need to go back here because there's a quest I missed. Hold on. Loot. We tried and we failed. By the time we managed to clear the wreckage, everyone had already passed. I'm saddened, truly distraught. I thought of these men like brothers, causing these circumstances to cut deeper than I could have imagined. Because that's how people talk. Oh, that's another mine. Have I been to this mine? I don't know if I've been to, I think I have been to this mine. I'm not going to waste time exploring a mine that I don't need to, just because I don't want to die. I think I've been there before. Cody Lunden says, did you see that one-legged man at the ATM? I heard he was checking his balance. Choo-Choo Oxhorn, thank you, Cody. One-legged man was checking his balance. Okay, there's the last switch. We go this way, and then it's a bit further. There's the quest giver. Should appear up here on the left. In the shack.
The Archivist, in all your radiant glory.
Radiant. That's me.
Paul entrusted me with a key to one of the mines containing an egg. But before I give it to you, I have to warn you about something. There's an ancient shrine on the island, a pyramid of sorts, with a curious prism located at the top. The prism seems to have been designed for one purpose: destroy monster eggs. 3 slots are carved into the prism, which perfectly fit the eggs. When fully loaded, a massive beam of energy is emitted, seemingly drawn from the eggs themselves. The mutineers hope this event will lure Charles to a mortal fight as he comes in defense of the eggs. Now for the real warning. Charles has the ability to absorb energy from the burst, strengthening and enraging him. We saw it once before, and he may become even more dangerous this time. However, it's not my place to oppose, despite the danger. So, here's the mine key. Once you have retrieved all the eggs, and the key to the shrine, we might just be able to end this hell.
Okay, I got another key to another mine. At last night's meeting, Greg told us a crazy conspiracy about Warren trying to use spider trains for world domination. Yeah, that is a crazy conspiracy, but whatever, I'll buy it. As part of the crew that worked in the temple, I'm far from convinced. While the prism was extracting the life energy from a batch of eggs, Charles attacked us for the first time. Not only did he fight like hell while the eggs were being destroyed, but he nearly doubled in size as he fought, as if he were consuming the energy. His legs grew larger and stronger, while his face grew more distorted. Right before our eyes. Those of us who survived couldn't even fathom what we'd witnessed. That was when Warren hid the eggs and ordered us to protect them. That was when he began evacuating people. That was when everything turned for the worst. I know Warren has plenty of skeletons in his closet, but I can't help thinking he might actually be looking out for us this time. Gale. Okay, that's the mine we were at. Remember the one that I said that I didn't recognize? Okay, so that's where we go to get the last egg. Charles again? Crap. He doesn't always come when we hear the choo-choo noise. Oh, there he is. Is that him? Might be him. I saw something red off in the distance. There we go. Oh my gosh! Bob, come on! I got him, but I don't know if I like Bob. Oh, he almost killed me. That's a lot of scrap to fully heal up. Okay, how far did I go? All right. I need to get the next egg there, and I passed it. Such a slow machine gun, holy cow. Okay, one more egg, and then we take the eggs to the temple. Or maybe I haven't been here. Great, this again. Well, let's keep an ear open for whistling. Isaac became a silver ox. Thank you, Isaac. Oh, crap! What am I supposed to do?
No one can hear you screaming out here!
Isaac gifted 10 Oxhorn memberships to the community. Thank you so much, Isaac. And congratulations to Lord Crocs
Stop right there!
Commander Shepard, Slammin' Smitty, Benny Mays, Diesel Jester, Sifgasm, Death Fox 110, Gontro Dim, Big Bud. Alright, well, that's one down. He followed me all the way to the train and I got him. He's dead. I see. So it's a cultist mask that he wears. The cultist masks look like Charles's face. I heard another whistle in here, though, so there's still more to kill.
No visitors allowed!
Doggone it, and I heard Charles's whistle. So if we lure this guy outside, Charles might be there waiting for us. Crap! Is he following me? Maybe he'll see his buddy's corpse and get the picture. Ah! Got him! I got him! I think I wounded my train a little bit, yeah. But he's dead. Both of them are dead. Nice. Tiffany Salling says, "Hi, Ox. My apologies for being away. FEV like a bad ex finally caught up with me day after Xmas. I'm doing better, just taking longer than expected. Love what you do. Thank you for all the hard work." Thank you, Tiffany. Yeah, around Christmas time, I also know people in my family who got hit with COVID at around that time as well. It was a nasty time for COVID to hit. But yeah, I hope you recover swiftly and with few complications, my friend. Oh, Charles, why you gotta pick now? Can he come in temples? All right. Anyone else in here? I don't hear any whistling. Great. Oh, man. How do I get back up? Ah! How do I get back up? Dead end.
Who's that?
There it is.
I'm gonna shoot you!
Oh, well, thank you for declaring that. Oh, crap. Do I stop for scrap? I do not. I go up. Oh, missed the ride. I'm free. Yay, achievement unlocked. A mine or tomb. Okay, now where am I? Oh, dear God. Gotta go this way. Tiffany says, can you shoot him back? Not unless I'm on the train. I've got 83 scrap. I've got all 3 eggs. No more quests on the entire island. I need to go here. Time to switch the tracks. Go. There's the temple, and I hear whistling. How far can I reach? Pretty far. I got at least one of them. There's another. There's another. There's another. Can I suss any more out? Ah! Charles? moon, and Charles is on the tracks. Or not. And you heard it, though. I wasn't going mad. Okay, there's the temple. Right, I think I killed them all. There's Charles again. Dead, dead, dead. Here we go.
Step away from the shrine, stranger. You don't know what you're doing. Just put the egg down slowly and lay flat on the ground. You'll hurt far too many people if you follow through with whatever you're planning.
And he did it anyway! He's a rebel!
No! No! You fool! You've doomed us all!
Oh, it's getting bigger. It's getting nastier. Run away! Run! Run! I don't want to die! Eat him! Oh, God! Get to the train! Ah! Hell, Charles! Oh, what? My God! Die, Charles! You spider help! Crazy train! He's at half-life! Oh my God, I'm almost dead. Retry fight. So there was one rocket that detonated way too close to my train and took away nearly all my health. Try this, it's safer, but it doesn't nearly do enough damage. Oh, too close! Let's try the flamethrower. Give him the pickle, says Padre. Doesn't like the fire. Doesn't like it. He backs up. Too close! Too close! Doing much better. Over there. Oh, he's fast. Oh, he's fast. Hi, Charles! And it just so happened that we were crossing the bridge at exactly the right time. Oh! In the train face! The train spider face! Achievement unlocked, the end. That's it. Like I said, this game was a guilty pleasure. What can I say? Some guy just had an idea. What if a train could also be a spider and a clown at the same time? And what if he loved eggs? That's a game right there. And he made it. And he straight up made it. I'm like, this is brilliant. I've got nothing but admiration for this sort of creative effort. Oh. Here we go. What's this? Was the William guy right? Did we really do something wrong? Oh, there's an egg left. Oh, please be a cute little spider train. Please hatch and be a cute little spider clown face train. Oh, it's not gonna hatch? Oh, I want to see a cute little spider train. Not just one. Yeah, those are all eggs. Those are all eggs? Oh. My God. That was amazing. It was so silly. It was just ridiculous. But it was so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. Cody says, oh no, sequel. I know. I'm hoping there'll be a Choo-Choo Charles II. Wouldn't that be great? Choo-Choo Charles II? Get the nuke, says the ultimate snake. I know, right? Matthew Allen Ryan says, take a moment and heal between phases, Ox. Yeah, and you're right. I didn't even think about doing that during the other fights, but that was the clincher. That was the thing that saved me during the last fight. It was a combination of the flamethrower, which I hated previously, and healing my train, because the flamethrower pushed him back. He hates fire, so it repelled him, and when he got far enough back, I could quickly jump up and use my scrap to heal the train, and then back to the flamethrower to push him back again. It took a little longer because the flame didn't do quite as much damage, but it was effective, and it eventually killed Charles. And then we just teleported to the bridge where we had rigged explosives, and the rest is history. So there you go. That's the end of Choo-Choo Charles. It was a whole lot of fun. It's nice to put a little ribbon on the end of a game that we started, and I had a great time playing during our Christmas live stream. Let's see, we're 3 hours into the broadcast, and this is a good stopping point for me. I don't want to get involved in anything else right now. I don't think I would have enough time right now to really get into it and enjoy it before we would have to end anyway. So I'm going to let you all go here. Thank you so much for coming to this week's episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings. Remember, no lore video, or I'm sorry, no live stream tomorrow, as I need that time to work on my lore video. This weekend's lore video is gonna be a lot of fun. It's on a topic I've addressed in the past, but I'm adding way more context. I'm piecing together a lot of loose threads to try and paint a picture that I don't think anyone has ever really pieced together in this way before. So it's definitely worth your time. You don't want to miss it. I'm going to publish it at 6 a.m. Pacific time, Saturday morning. So I hope you will all be there with a cup of coffee in hand to enjoy that Saturday morning lore video. And then next week, we'll pick up with our live streams right where we left off. What am I streaming? What did I stream on Wednesday? Oh, that's right. We got the new game that we've been playing, Evil West. Wasn't that a lot of fun yesterday? It kind of slipped under the radar. It was published last year, 2022. Slipped under the radar. Evil West. It's a cowboy vampire hunter game. Ridiculous. Again, but a lot of fun. I mean, the fights are a little tricky for me to get a handle on, but it does eventually remind me of God of War a little bit. So I did pretty good at that, and I think I'll do all right at this. So we'll continue with Evil West on Monday and Wednesday next week, and we'll find a new game to replace this one with for Scotch and Smoke Rings. Brian Isaacs says, Minesweeper? I mean, we already had a Minesweeper broadcast. That was in my first Christmas live stream 2 years ago, so I'm not going to be doing it again. Anyway, have a wonderful night, everybody. Thanks so much for coming, and I'll see you all again real soon with more lore videos and more live streams. Bye-bye, all.